Hey guys, we're glad you're joining us here on this podcast, this video. If you've just come across this by accident, welcome. We're Full Caliber Outdoors. If you have followed us this past year, then thank you for sticking around and coming back and watching this. We just kind of wanted to get on here, do a short video, just kind of introducing ourselves, just talk about who we are, why we're doing this, give you some ideas for what we're going to be doing in the future. What our dreams are for it, show you some of the merch that we've got coming up, just give you a chance to get to know us a little bit. Like I said, we're Full Caliber Outdoors. We put this group together back in 2019. We've known each other for years.
Yeah, years.
But yeah, in 2019 we kind of got together and started this. But I'll just start off with myself. I'm Danny Gilbreth. Been doing outdoor stuff since I was a little bitty kid with my dad, my uncle, my granddad, and just my whole family. I enjoy the outdoors, enjoy golfing, enjoy hunting, fishing. Anything that gets me out there, I enjoy it. I'll let you guys introduce yourself before we get into the other stuff.
I'm Jake Wheaton. I've been outdoors for a very long time. Didn't really start hunting until about 2014 when I met my wife now. We met in 2014 and I started hunting with her and shot my first deer at the age of, 19, I think. And so I've been hunting ever since then. Shot a couple of really good bucks. Fish all the time when I get the chance. And I like hiking, riding side-by-sides, and anything outdoors, really. Go ahead.
I'm Barrett Fadler. I've been doing outdoor stuff pretty much my entire life. My grandpa has pretty much brought me into it. I learned a lot of deer hunting stuff with my stepdad. We spent several weeks during Thanksgiving breaks out in the woods and learning things. And I've been doing it all my life. I love fishing. I've been fishing since I was little. So I've shot a couple deer, literally 2. Since I've been actually deer hunting since I was 16, so, not professional by any means, but that's what
I don't think anyone is.
None of us are.
No.
And that kind of goes into kind of introducing, why we're doing this. Well, get a little backstory first. A few years ago, when I was deer hunting, I was like, man, it'd be cool if I could just record what I'm doing out here in this tree stand, even though it's boring most of the time, but it does get exciting. And I've always thought, man, it'd be cool to have a YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, something, just to let people watch and just to see what it's about when you go deer hunting, or any hunting really. So that's been on my mind for a couple of years. And then through these guys, I texted them one day and I said, hey, let's put together an elk hunt or just talk about it or do something. And that kind of got the ball rolling. And then Jake and Barrett both, aside from me, have talked between themselves about doing their own videos, their own YouTube channel for outdoor stuff. Then after I sent them that text, I'll let Jake read some of this conversation we had. This is back in 2019.
Danny texted us in a group message and said, let's set up a time this week or sometime soon to chat. I got some crazy ideas happening in my mind. And I said, we can meet at my house if y'all want. I'll make Kristen make some dinner. Danny said, it's weird you text me today because as I was thinking of ideas this weekend, I put y'all's name down for my YouTube channel. And I said, dang, I went hunting Sunday and I wish I had a way to record my hunts also.
So that's kind of when it got started. And then from there, just sitting down, talking, we went through a bunch of thoughts of why we wanted to do a channel, what's the reasoning behind it. And kind of what we come up with was, we just want to show everybody that you don't have to be a professional to get out and enjoy the outdoors.
You don't have to have tons of money.
Yeah, you don't have to have all the money, all the equipment. We all work 40 to 60 hours a week. Mm-hmm. We want to show people that you can do this just on the weekend if you have to, if that's the only time you have. Barrett and I both have kids that are active in sports and stuff in school. Jake's going to have 20 kids before too long. So
No.
he'll know what it's like. But just being busy with families, it's hard to get out every day and go do something. You watch on YouTube and on TV, and these people, that's their job. When they go hunting, that's all they do. So we can't let stuff like that and people watching this can't let that deter you from getting out in the field and doing things, even if it's on a Saturday. We all do church stuff on Sunday, so it's hard for us to get out on Sunday. So usually Saturday is the only day we have. And we just want to show people that you can get out there, even if it's just one day a week. Give you some tools that you can use. Let you see how we've messed up, how we've screwed up. Learn from that. And really, that's why we started.
Yeah, going along with Danny saying that you don't need all the expensive stuff. I shot my last deer this last year sitting on the ground. I've been hunting this place since I was 16 with my stepdad, so I know the place really well. And I never hunt this spot. I hunt right up the ridge from where I had normally go. And this time I sat down on a low spot, and I was just sitting on the ground. And he just happened to walk by. I got him. So, it doesn't take expensive equipment.
And the place he was hunting was public land.
Yeah, public land.
Most of the places that you'll see us hunt is on public land. Mm-hmm. There's a couple private places we have permission to hunt, but the majority of the hunting is done on public land.
Yeah.
That's what's cool about where we live, southeastern Oklahoma. There's plenty of opportunity.
Yep.
Lots of public land.
Have to do a little scouting. Have to do a little just research, but it's very doable. You just have to be willing to put in a little work, but not a whole lot. You can't do a whole lot of work to public land. You can't go out and try and build a habitat.
Yeah.
You might be able to do some little changes to some things, just nothing extensive.
Right.
It's just like last year we went out to that place where you shot that deer, set out a trail camera, hiked and found a good spot where they was coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And we had 2 really nice bucks on camera. Never seen them again after, we got pictures of them, but you ended up scoring big on that one.
Yeah, and that's another thing is just, the equipment. We've got trail cameras. We've got quite a few of them that we can use, but you don't even have to have that. You can just get out there and put your boots on the ground and get to walking, find fresh sign, just like what we did when we found scrapes, we found rubs, found trails. We just happened to have cameras, so we put a camera up and did have a couple nice shooters come up on that camera. Now, we never got to go back and hunt that particular spot just because of our busy schedules. But when Barrett shot his buck, we were pretty close to that, so we knew there were bucks in that area. We just didn't make it over to where that camera was with the big bucks on it. But still, he got a nice buck out of the deal. And it was just getting out and doing it. That's what you got to do. You just got to do it. You can't shoot anything sitting on the couch or in front of your TV playing games or something like that. You can if it's PlayStation.
Deer hunting on the Wii.
It doesn't really count. I tried, and it's a different animal.
Completely different.
This was probably this last season, 2020, was probably the highest tech hunt I've ever done using cameras.
Yeah, me too.
I have a cell phone and I use the GPS, but that's mostly just so my wife knows where I'm at. We did use Onyx as a tracking app and put our notes in it and stuff like that. And but like I said, I've been hunting this land for 16. No, wait, I'm 40. So 24 years now. And so I know the land pretty well, and I knew there were big bucks out there. I've seen them. A couple years ago, had a good shot to get a buck, but I didn't want to make my brother-in-law here go deaf for the rest of his life, so I didn't pull the trigger. That's a story for another time, maybe.
If you followed along some of these videos that we've done, and if you haven't, I suggest go back to YouTube, get on our channel there, and just watch some of those videos, and you can see how we've progressed from our first video to the last video. There's actually another video getting ready to come out pretty soon that has my deer and Barrett's deer on it that we shot at 2 different times. But just watch those and you can see the progression of how we started off making a lot of mistakes We still made mistakes when Barrett shot his deer, because we're trying to get all this stuff on camera. And whenever I was filming, I had a Canon camcorder, I had a GoPro, and then I had another little, I don't even know what it's called, just some other action camera. So trying to make sure all those three are going, you're getting audio and all that stuff while you're hunting, it gets pretty cumbersome at times.
Yeah.
So you'll see some of the mistakes we make with audio, with video, but we're learning. This is our first go with this, so stick with us.
My first time videoing last year, I was out behind my house, and I had 3 doe in front of me, and I was going to shoot one just for the meat. And I turned the camera on, and it goes doo-doo-doo, and all the deer run off. So you definitely have to learn your camera settings and make sure all your noises and stuff are turned off.
Mm-hmm.
But
And that's what you're gonna find with us is we all use stuff you can go to Walmart and buy that we use for hunting. The only thing we've really got that we've spent the money on are the cameras and some of the equipment we have to have just to try to record some of this stuff. But yeah, last year, so I shot 1 doe during rifle season. But if you go back and watch the videos, you'll see where I screwed up one of my archery hunts because I was trying to get it on camera. And when I went to shoot, my string hit the camera and arrow went off crazy. Camera went down and got my feet. So just don't watch that and think that's as good as we are.
no, definitely not.
Yeah.
It's about my deal last year. We were hunting on public land again, and I was in a tree. First time hunting out of a tree, first time hunting with a compound bow,
First time with the camera.
first time with the camera.
I was sitting down on the ground in mud, videoing.
And really nice 10-point buck, 8 or 10 point. We're not really sure. Didn't get very close to it, but it come through. And I was too worried about shooting the video and not shooting the deer, and actually shot high on the deer. He ran about 10 yards, turned around, stopped. I hit him. Didn't get that part on video, and we tracked blood for a couple 100 yards, few hours, and we never did find that deer. So that was kind of my disappointing story from last year.
Yeah, and I mean, it's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Every year something like that's going to happen and that's the last thing a deer hunter wants is to shoot a deer and not find it.
Yeah.
I mean, it happened to Jake, it happened to me. You just do the best you can and try to learn from it and move on to the next one.
So I guess so far I'm 100% from my deer. 2 shots. Yeah, both deer during rifle season. One was in a tree stand. One, like I said, was on the ground. So I mean, but if it was a bow, it probably would have been a mess. But because I just got my bow strung last year, that I've had sitting in a case for 5 years.
I've hunted with a crossbow since 2015, and last year, right before hunting season, I sold it and bought a compound, and I love my compound bow, but it's gonna definitely have to get some used to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's talking about some of the mistakes we made and what we learned from it. And that's one of the big things is you just got to make sure you're prepared.
Yeah, definitely.
Before season, getting out, shooting your bow, shooting your rifles, getting out and just walking through the woods, just to get familiar with where you want to hunt. Maybe you do have private land, but you've never been out there for the purpose of deer hunting. You just went out there. It's a whole different ballgame when you go out and start paying attention to the sign that you see. And that's where I think Barrett mentioned it earlier, onX Maps, just a simple app you can download. It gives you topography, gives you water sources, it gives you who owns what piece of property, gives you their names, the public land, it gives you all the public land that's available, gives you the food plots on public lands too. So if you do shoot a deer and you can't find it and it goes off on some private place, you can call that person and say, hey, I shot a deer, it's over there, do you mind if I go get it? So that's just one of the things that onX is really cool about. So I'd suggest, if you're going to do some time hunting, start with that.
Yeah.
You can scout from your phone now. You don't have to go out there and put boots on the ground. You can find a place on your phone that you want to go hunt and then go put the boots on the ground and walk through it.
Make a plan so you're not
Yeah.
out just wandering aimlessly. Because that's how I learned the place that I hunt. I just got out there and walked, but it was only during deer season. So hence the reason why I don't have many deer on the wall, because I was out walking and it was public land, so I didn't have a tree stand that I wanted to leave out there. Now my stepdad had built one in a tree, and I'm sure other people had used it. It eventually just fell apart, because it was made out of wood and attached to a tree, and it's now no longer a tree stand.
Just a tree.
It's on the ground. The actual stand's on the ground.
Yeah.
What is it now? It's getting to middle of July.
Yeah.
July
And we're
20th.
a little behind the schedule right now as far as getting out and doing some scouting, putting cameras out, stuff like that. But we hope to do that here pretty soon. At least get out there and just start doing some stuff. It's getting ready to be the hottest part of the year. I think next week's going to be in the hundreds.
Yes.
Yes,
Thursday.
for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't wait for that. It's going to be cool. No, not cool. It's going to be hot.
No, I got the joke. I just was going to let it simmer.
Okay.
Oh, see,
I prefer people to laugh at my jokes.
Not a dad, doesn't get the jokes.
That's right.
uh,
We will
Dogs
teach you.
don't count.
Teach you, grasshopper. So stuff coming up this year. September is kicking off with dove season. So that's going to be something we're going to kind of look at and see if we can find a place to go dove hunting. Where we live, you're limited on your dove hunting opportunities just because of the
Very much so.
food sources we have down here. This isn't stuff that dove are going to come down here and fly into the hills to go find food. They stay out in the flat land and where there's wheat fields, stuff like that. So we may have to drive north a little bit or something. But that is something we're going to try to do this year, is at least get out, maybe one weekend even. Just get out and shoot some dove. And then bow season starts October 1st.
Yeah.
So as soon as bow season gets here, start looking for some of our videos. We will be doing some bow hunting. We'll be doing some bow shooting, just going out and shooting. We'll
Get
be
better.
videoing our practice sessions.
Yep. So coming up, I was lucky enough to get drawn with my buddy Lee. We're going to go on an elk hunt over in Fort Seal, once in a lifetime kind of situation where you get drawn once and that is it. You either go or you don't go. And this was our first year to put in for it, so we were super lucky. We're looking forward to it. Lee is a seasonal game processor with Wild Butcher Processing out of Eufaula. Jake and I go to church with him. He served with me on my tech crew. He's a great guy.
yes.
Look forward to spending that time out there hunting for elk, which I've never been elk hunting. Super pumped about it. We're going to get to video it. We have the permission to video, so look for that.
That is exciting. I'm
Yeah.
excited about that.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Even though
I'm sorry you guys don't get
even
to
though
go.
we're not going,
We're not going, but
But-
one of
Sorry.
us is. So that
I thought they were putting in as a team to go, but
no one ever told me about
yeah,
it.
me either.
I don't think so. I think that is not true. It's probably back in the full caliber text group.
Text group. I think I might put in for the Mac hunt this year.
But
Yeah. Well,
You're a little late.
I'm a little late, but I'll put in for. Hey, let's do that next year, Jake.
Hey, they have
You
a
wanna do it
bow
as a team?
shoot coming up.
Mac app?
Yeah,
Well, I have to-
October something. Yeah, a couple weekends. Anyway,
So yeah, we're excited for Barrett. It's going to be, like you said, a once in a lifetime thing to go do that. And I think, if you and Lee are going, we should get Lee on here a couple
Yeah.
times before that.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
do
will.
do some bow hunts with him or something.
yeah, definitely.
do some bow hunts. I think we would like to. I would like to do a video of him processing some deer.
Yeah.
He's already said
Yeah.
okay to it.
Yeah,
so
let's do
it's just something that we're gonna have to do, because I could always learn better, because I know I processed my last year and I know I left some meat and could have used some more.
Carcass in my pond.
And you told me to do that. Is that against the rules?
Nope.
Law?
And we're going to try to put together, maybe, I'm from Northwest Oklahoma, and we may try to put it together a hunt out there one weekend. Run up there and hunt in the hills.
Definitely.
Maybe see a muley. You never know what we'll see out there. But I go out there for Thanksgiving anyhow, and I always hunt Thanksgiving. So we may try to plan something and sneak up there one weekend if our schedules will allow it. I guess you can kind of also, we're getting close to the end of summer. We've talked about doing some fishing videos, just some, we're not all about hunting. We like the outdoors, camping.
Hence outdoors.
Yeah.
Hence full caliber outdoors.
So, be on the lookout. We may be doing some videos for fishing. We may go do maybe camping in the fall when it cools down a little bit.
Definitely go camping.
Get some tents, go hiking, hike into a hunting area and just spend the night right in the middle of the woods. You never know what we might do.
I don't think we know what we're doing.
We don't, as you can tell. But, if you look at us, we've got these new shirts Barrett actually made for us. And we got some hats here in front of us. We're all wearing a different hat. There's different colored shirts behind us. We got not a lot of merch, but we do have merch. And if you see anything you like, just shoot us a message on Instagram, Facebook, or if you know us, just shoot us a text. Let us know, what you're looking for. We may start selling some of these shirts. And if we can get enough people to order them, we'll put together a big order and get a bunch of different colors and varieties of shirts and stuff. I don't know how that's all going to work out yet. So just keep your eyes and ears open for that.
On the socials.
Watch our Instagram and our Facebook. We'll be doing some lives. We'll be doing some different things on there too. We're actually going to put it here at the bottom of the video. Our Instagram handles, Facebook handle, YouTube. If you're watching this, you've already found the YouTube channel, so congratulations.
Hit that
Hit the subscribe button.
Yep. Subscribe, follow,
Hit the bell for notifications.
Yep.
do it all.
Yeah. All the things.
You don't want to miss what we're going to be doing.
It's a big year coming up.
It is a big year. It's our first. It's just our first full year
year
of actually doing it.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I guess last year was a full year, but
We started late.
Prep
we
work.
Yeah.
Prep work.
we
Planning
were
stages.
young.
Young.
Now we're seasoned veterans.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
Not yet.
So anyhow, we thank you guys for watching, kind of getting to know us a little bit. We're excited about what this year is going to bring, what the future holds for Full Caliber Outdoors. Just keep your eyes and ears open. Spread the word. Share this video. Share some of our videos that you see. Just get the word out there of who we are. And we hope to see you
Yeah.
out in the woods.
Well, no.
No, we
No,
don't.
I really don't want to see you out in the woods.
Okay, yeah.
'Cause that means you're too close.
True. We hope you get out in the woods.
Hope you
somewhere.
get out in the woods and
Yeah,
experience nature and the creation that we get to walk around in.
Definitely.
And even if I don't get anything, I love going out in the woods.
Another thing,
So-
too, also next year during hunting season, if you shoot something and you're proud enough to send it to us, we may share it on Instagram and Facebook.
Tag us in
Tag us in it.
Yeah.
Full Caliber.
You have to put it on Instagram, tag us, and we'll share it.
Yeah.
Give you the props for it. And you never know, you may get a hat or something out of the deal.
Yeah.
We might send you something. So anyhow, guys, we thank you. And we'll keep in touch.
Full Caliber out.
See ya.
Doors.
Tours.
That was
Outdoors.
wrong.
We're indoors.